Welcome to our slash entitled Parents, where we share story of moms or dads thinking that because they have kids they are entitled to everything, and stories about spoiled children with their entitled parents. Entitled mom thinks she has to be invited everything, gets husband to scream at us. I had originally posted a version to our Amethyst hole, but was suggested to post here as well. Sandy is my uncle's girlfriend. No one in our family, but my uncle likes Sandy. Why? Well, for starters, she's still married and living with her husband and daughter. Secondly, she's a huge narcissist and throws a tantrum every time she doesn't get her way. About a month into my uncle and her dating, we were going to take family pictures, and she's there with her daughter. We asked her for a few pics with just my grandma and her kids' grandkids, but that didn't go over well at all. Sandy starts screaming that she's dating my uncle. So that means she and her daughter are family too and deserve to be in the pictures just as much as anyone else. Sandy has even stalked my grandma, who is only 49 and in her late 70s. Back in March, when the pandemic was starting, my grandma was still living alone, so she had to do her own errands. My grandma went to Costco one day, and there Sandy was casually running into my grandma. Sandy was thinking about getting a Costco membership, but she doesn't like the Costco that's 30 minutes closer to her. Then a few weeks later, she shows up at the same pharmacy that my grandma goes to because Sandy's pharmacy didn't have the medicine she needed, so they sent her to one that was 35 minutes from her. Sandy also showed up at my grandma's bank on the exact day that my grandma decided to open savings accounts for her grandkids. Sandy asked my grandma what she was doing, and when my grandma told her, Sandy launched into a fit because what about my daughter? She's technically your grandkid too. My uncle and her had only been dating for about 3 to 4 months at that point. Just as my grandma was about to say something, the bank's security came over and asked if my grandma was okay. They knew her from decades of her banking there, as well as all of her kids and grandkids. So when my grandma said no, they immediately escorted Sandy out. Shortly after that, my grandma moved states to live with my aunt, and that's so far been the last stalking incident. On Thanksgiving, we all did a Zoom dinner instead of having a big gathering. About a half hour into the meal, my uncle's phone starts going crazy. It's Sandy. She starts demanding to know why she wasn't invited and goes into full tantrum mode. So, my uncle caves and sends her the link. As soon as she gets on, Sandy starts screaming, and her daughter Amy, 12, is running around in the background screaming and crying that it's not fair. Sandy starts calling us all selfish bastards, and then her husband starts yelling at us that we can't do that to his wife. My grandma had had enough of Sandy and scoffed at her. See? This is why nobody here like you. This is why we do everything without you. This is why I'm so glad that you and that rabbit kid of yours aren't invited to my granddaughter's wedding. No big dramatic ending. We just ended the call because everyone was super angry. We decided to do another one without my uncle this time, and that was fine. Entitled father finds out I have a car and drive. Well, this takes place when I was 19 10 years ago. I am 29 now. I was living downtown Toronto in a condo. I had moved out of the house and was attending university. It was nothing special, just your run-of-the-mill 700 sq ft apartment in a high-rise building. So here is the thing, my father was and still is a controlling, manipulative little man-child who thinks he is better than all the common people of the world. At the time, he still had way too much influence over my life. He even tried to prevent me from attending university, but that's another story. So yeah, on to the story. I had been living on my own, and again, I know I am very privileged. I had a trust fund, so the condo was owned by me in my name, and I had just gotten my full driver's license. My mom made I got my license when I turned 16, but to this day, I don't know how she managed to keep it secret from my father. But yeah, I had just gotten my full G driver's license and got my first car, a small white Toyota Yaris. Well, unfortunately, my father found out not only had a driver's license, but my own car, and in the worst way possible. I had been shopping at the Eaton Centre downtown Toronto, and well, my father happened to be pulling into the underground parking as I was getting back into my car. Well, he saw me, and he blew up. He slammed on the brakes of his car and got out and just started screaming and screaming at me to the point where he gets so pissed off at me he grabs my car keys and won't give them back. Also, the thing you need to know about me is I am super small, around 142 centimeters. At 80 pounds, I do have a lot of fight in my butt. I know as much as anyone my fight is like a tiny kitten pawing at your legs. He took my keys and tossed them down one of those stone drains and made me call a tow truck. My car was towed back to my mother and father's house. At the time, they were still living together. Through many threats and bullshit, he made me sell the car. My mom tried to fight for me to have the car, but it was one fight she just could not win. But my father sold the car for not even half of what it was worth and kept the money. Also, my father found his way onto Reddit and has been reading my posts. It has not gone the way he wanted. He has been freaking out about me to my sister over text message. I hope to post them and translate them soon. So to my manchild, bitter sore pig of a father, I know you're reading this and expect to see lots and lots more. Entitled Mom Tries to Steal My Phone, Gets Arrested. I was at my local Apple store going to pick up my new iPhone 12. I had ordered online and chose in-store pickup. I had prepaid for it, so it was just a quick 5-minute pickup and drop off. I got my phone and was walking away when this kid who couldn't have been older than 10 came up and tried to take the phone from me. I held on to it and told him to screw off. The employee who helped me was nearby and came over to help. He told the kid it was my phone and he had to give it back. As he was telling the kid to let go of it, this lady walked up and slapped me hard across the face. She screamed, "What are you doing? Take your hands off my kid's phone." The following dialogue ensues. "Ma'am, this is OP's phone. He just bought it. No, it's mine. I want it." He started wailing and shouting, "I want it. I want it. I want it. Look what you have done. Now my baby's crying, you little shit." She tried to slap me again, but I dodged her hand. "Ma'am, that's enough. You have caused a scene, tried to steal property, and assaulted a child. I'm a teen, and it's pretty obvious I'm a teen. No. Go get your manager. This is my kid's phone, and this little brat isn't going to steal it." He radios for the manager. What's going on here? I heard that a kid's being slapped and stolen from. Well, this. Cuts him off. Yes. This little brat is stealing from my baby and slapped him. OP, I'm going to need you to leave now before I call the mall security. Wait, that's not what happened at all. I saw OP purchase this phone. This kid was trying to steal it from him, and then slapped him across the face. I intervened and said it was her sons, then tried to slap OP again. That is not true. This employee's lying. I'm going to check the security cameras. He is holding onto the phone, and I want both of you at different corners of the store. Tried to protest this, but M told her to comply or he would call the police. M came out 5 minutes later and of course said it was my phone and she had to leave. M, that's bullshit, and you know it. I'm calling the police. You're all going to be arrested for stealing from my baby. She called the police and made some sob story of how we are all stealing from her and said we were going to beat her up. The cops practically sprinted here with their hands on their tasses because they thought it was going to be violent. PO1, everyone freeze. OP, put your hands up. I complied and M had the biggest shit-eating grin I had ever seen, like she just won. I got put in handcuffs before anyone could say anything. M, wait, officers. M's lying and I have it all on camera. The officers questioned us both, and then PO1 went with M to review the footage while PO2 watched us. After 15 minutes, PO1 and M came out, and PO1 said, M, you are under arrest. You have the right to remain silent. M actually tried to run away but got tackled by PO2. She screamed and tried to fight the police but eventually got locked into the squad car. PO1 then asked me if I wanted to press charges. I said yes because this lady attacked me and even I know she's screwed for assaulting a minor. I'm meeting with a lawyer tomorrow. I'll update everyone then. Thank you for watching. Please like, share and subscribe.